Hey guys, what's up? It's Kit, time for another video, and today I'm going to show you something that something I don't understand. Okay, now there's a proven track record of this, and there's only a few really good tutorials online that actually shows you how to do it, but it is actually something that you could do, especially nowadays where there's literally quite a ton of use for it, whether it would be big game, medium, light, even ultra light game. But not a lot of people do it, so let's fix that. All right, so I'm showing you this because, for one, this is something that you could do on your own, okay, with materials that you might already have, especially if you are already tying assist hooks, okay, with the flash and everything. Okay, so in a jig there is one part where you tie with the flash, the assist hook, okay, and we already know that, and there's a ton of video that shows you how it's done. I have a few which you could also check out if you're interested, and it will be linked to this video. Okay, but this comes in hand with that. All right, so what we're gonna do is actually address treble hook, and I'm gonna show you how it's done. All right, so this is the most simple one right here. Okay, first, you saw how I actually put the flash on, okay, through the eye, and we'll stop in stages, and I'm gonna show you what's going on. Okay, so if you can see that, what I did was just to pass the eye to the hook eye, sorry. So I just passed the flash to the hook eye, and then we have the flash right there. Okay, so it's evenly distributed, and then all we have to do is make tight wraps, just like so, to make things real clean. Okay, now I'm using braid because we're gonna be using this for salt water, and sometimes the nasty fish with teeth love biting the back. All right, so as it is, this one, okay, now you saw me getting this from an X-Wrap Magnum Prey. So as it is, like that, okay, it already makes a difference. Okay, but what we're gonna do here is something that, and by the way, I like leaving it as an uneven tapered back for me. Okay, but there's still more that you can do here. Okay, now the main idea for this is not just to add flash, but also to add a bit of movement at the back, because the tail actually moves, right? So if you want to simulate the tail, you actually have to either put something there like just a flash, which is already a big difference for this particular treble hook. Okay, and these are stock trebles. Obviously you can do this for aftermarket trebles, that's your choice. Okay, but for me, the trebles on the Prey are already really good. What I want to do is just add something extra there, and what we're gonna do is actually put some feathers. Okay, because if we put feathers there, and the feathers will eventually break. okay? And that's a given. But if we put feathers there, there will be some movement. And what we're gonna use is actually 6 feathers. It doesn't have to be exact. It's totally up to you. But I'm gonna use 6. Okay, so that's 2 pretty much on each side. And it's real easy. Okay, now, and it doesn't have to be super even as well. Okay, it just adds a bit of dimension. So I'm gonna put that there. Okay, just actually put 3 there. That doesn't matter. Okay, now as you can see, I also put the feathers with the concave side down. And what happens there is that when the treble gets drawn in, okay, this, or when you're moving your lure, what happens is that the feathers actually compress. Okay, go down like that, and it adds a bit of movement. Okay, so I'm gonna put 2 here, like so. Okay, and then I'm gonna add 2. So the only thing that I'm making sure here is that the tips are somewhat aligned. They don't have to be perfect. I just want them kind of aligned. That way it's a bit more pleasing to look at. Okay. So as you can see, there it is. All we have to do now is you can actually just break this off, but it's really easy to just cut them. All right. It could be any colored feather, okay? It doesn't have to be the same as what I'm using here. This just happened to be the ones that I have, so that's what I'm using. Okay. Now what I want to do is do some housekeeping here and keep it clean so that the hook eye is exposed. All right. Now that's done. Okay, tie. It's that simple. Okay. So if you're still seeing some stuff there, all you have to do is just trim it up. These are just, again, remember that this will break, but I'll explain once we're done how this would actually last long. Okay, we're gonna do some steps to ensure that this lasts as long as it can. If you don't have a vise, it's fine. You can do this by hand. I have a vise, so I'm using it. A lot of good fly tires, believe it or not, tie by hand. So it doesn't matter. If you can do it with complicated flies, you could do it, or you could do something as simple as feathered trebles easily. All right, so just going to pressure everything so that the eye of the hook is clean. Doesn't have to be perfect, okay? As I said or mentioned several times, okay? Now, at this point, pretty much done. Alright, as you can see there, it's actually quite clean. That. Now, some people would have their flash mixed in with the feathers. I don't do that. And we're gonna seal this with super glue. Okay, now I won't seal this with anything else except for super glue. So just so it's clean and sure that the treble hook there's nothing that would disturb or jam, I do that, okay? Now I'm using super glue. This sets, it doesn't set immediately. Okay, put it like that. I'm gonna turn this, keep on turning it until, just make sure that it doesn't drop on stuff here. Now I need my bodkin, which is right here. Okay, so what I do is actually spread this, and I always try to catch the base of the feathers. Okay, make sure that all the wraps are covered, and I try to get the edge of the feathers right there to get the feathers to actually behave and set the way I want. As you can see, this super glue doesn't dry fast. It gives me the chance to actually spread it around, a good, nice, even coat around the wraps. This super glue actually came with an accelerator that I could spray and instantly it dries up, but I don't want to do that because it gives me this long work time. As you can see there, I'm actually also spreading the glue inside the wraps and the eye, okay, just to ensure that it's sealed. Okay, so we're spreading the glue and it's done. All right, so it's that simple. Now the thing is, the feathers will break, and when the feathers break, all that's left is gonna be just the flash, and it's still intact. Now if you do it this way, what happens is that you have a longer lasting feathered treble than just a normal feathered treble. Okay, who knows, it could last probably 6-7 more fish probably before the flash actually gets off. But here's the good news, even without the flash, it still continues to work as an ordinary treble hook. All right, so this is one of those things that I do when I have spare time and just dress trebles. Just take my lures, put some feathers on them, and certainly on days that are kind of tough, that extra movement actually gets the fish to bite. Now that's just me and what I believe in, but hey, give it a try and maybe you'd like it. All right, so thanks so much for watching this video. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe and share. All right, so I'll see you in the next one.